Is Columbus Day worth celebrating? For some, it's a day of pride and heritage. For others, a painful reminder of a traumatic past. In just 5 minutes, we'll explore why this federal holiday has become one of America's most hotly debated topics. Why do some celebrate Columbus Day while others demand its abolition? Let's dive into the complex history behind October's most controversial day. Our story begins in 1492 with Christopher Columbus's famed journey across the Atlantic. Funded by the Spanish monarchs, Columbus aimed to find a new sea route to Asia, inadvertently landing in the Americas. His arrival marked the first sustained contact between Europeans and the indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere. For Europeans, it was an era of discovery, opening doors to new trade routes and continents. But for the indigenous populations already thriving there, like the Taino people of the Caribbean, Columbus's arrival initiated centuries of profound and often devastating change, including colonization, disease, and conflict. This dual legacy forms the bedrock of today's debate. So, how did a 15th century explorer's landing become a U.S. federal holiday in the 20th century? The answer lies in the experience of Italian immigrants. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Italian Americans faced significant prejudice and discrimination. They saw Columbus, an Italian explorer, as a symbol of their heritage and contributions to America. The first recorded Columbus Day celebration in the U.S. was in 1792, but it gained significant traction after the 1891 New Orleans lynching of 11 Italian Americans, becoming a symbol of solidarity and a way for Italian Americans to assert their place in American society. In 1937, President Franklin D. Roosevelt officially declared Columbus Day a federal holiday, cementing its place as a day of national recognition and ethnic pride. Fast forward to today, and the holiday's meaning has drastically shifted. Starting in the late 20th century, a powerful movement emerged to challenge the narrative of Columbus as a heroic figure. Indigenous activists and their allies began to highlight the devastating consequences of colonization that followed his arrival, the displacement, violence, and cultural destruction inflicted upon Native American communities. This led to calls for the abolition of Columbus Day, or its replacement with Indigenous Peoples Day, a day to honor the history and contributions of Native Americans. South Dakota was the first state to officially replace it in 1990, and since then, numerous cities and states, including California, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., have followed suit. This reflects a broader reevaluation of historical narratives and a push for more inclusive interpretations of American history. Here are a few surprising facts about this holiday. Did you know that while first celebrated in the U.S. in 1792, Columbus Day didn't become a federal holiday until 1937, and it wasn't uniformly observed on the second Monday in October until 1971? Globally, the legacy of Columbus is viewed through many lenses. Spain celebrates Día de la Hispanidad, focusing on Spanish linguistic and cultural influence. Many Latin American countries observe Día de la Raza, or Day of the Race, which, while once celebrated European heritage, has also evolved to acknowledge mixed Indigenous and European identities. And some nations, like Venezuela, have explicitly renamed it Día de la Resistencia Indígena, honoring indigenous resilience against colonial powers. It's clear that the meaning of discovery is truly in the eye of the beholder, shaped by history and identity. From a celebration of Italian-American heritage to a symbol of colonial oppression, Columbus Day embodies the ongoing debate about how we remember and interpret history.
It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths and consider multiple perspectives on pivotal events. What do you think? Should Columbus Day be replaced with Indigenous Peoples Day nationwide? Or is there a way to honor both the complex history of European arrival and the resilience of indigenous cultures?
Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more balanced historical deep dives.